Hello, my name is Robert Brill. I'm a fibromyalgia advocate and PhD candidate in health psychology, and this is my fibromyalgia podcast series. Today I'd like to discuss my fibromyalgia wellness approach. In a recent radio interview, I was asked, as a male with fibromyalgia, what does it take to get beyond the illness and to learn to live with it? The answer is not that simple, but I have established 10 basic principles that have helped me and many others learn to live with fibromyalgia. The first principle is acceptance. You have to accept your illness in full and what has happened to you, or you'll have trouble moving forward from that point. The second principle is adjusting your attitude. Chronic illness has a way of humbling even the strongest of individuals. Don't stop wanting it all, but stop being defeated when you fail or fall short, because this will cause setbacks. While all of these shortcomings matter, they're also the catalyst for greater disability for many who suffer from illness. It is our attitude that dictates our coping response, and thus our success navigating through our illness. Our attitude also helps determine to what extent we will respond to therapy. The third principle is fitness. Without a regular fitness program, you will surely become deconditioned and increase your pain and fatigue, and likely other symptoms as well. Exercise helps to control pain levels and tolerance, which leads to increased recovery times and proper immune system function, which is one of the ingredients to general wellness. Join a fitness center because it will commit you to something. It will promote the social aspect of your life that is already likely reduced anyways. Make plans to exercise with other people because it'll put you on the hook to stand by your commitment. Try to go to the gym 2 to 3 times a week. And what's important is don't wait to go to the gym until you're not in pain or not fatigued, because you'll never go. The whole idea is to exercise to reduce your symptoms. The fourth principle is nutrition, and this may be the most important. Maybe it should be number one. With fibromyalgia, your life is complex enough. You need to do everything in your power to increase your chances of successfully beating your illness. By eating right, you eliminate the likelihood of developing nutritional illnesses like type 2 diabetes, obesity, and general illness that is associated with poor diet. While there may not be a cure for fibro today, it's your responsibility to get your body to a position so that your immune system can do its job of making you well, and that starts with diet. I always suggest to people with fibro to eat a very specific diet. Things like whole foods. Why whole foods? Because it will be in its most natural form, unadulterated and untreated. Eat raw foods. Why raw foods? Again, because these foods will be natural, unadulterated, and untreated, and because it will contain live probiotics and enzymes that are eliminated through cooking and processing. These foods will not have anything artificial added, especially through processing. Eat organic foods where possible. Why organic foods? Because these foods will contain a wider assortment of vitamins and minerals found in nature, but often not found in the foods that we eat. If it comes from a plant, eat it. Eat cultured dairy versus uncultured dairy for their probiotics. Eat cold water fish like tuna and salmon. Eat fermented foods for their probiotic benefit. Eat pasteurized raised chickens and eggs. Eat grains like bulgur, quinoa, amaranth, couscous, and millet. Cook foods yourself so that you know what's in them. Eat slow. Chew your food completely. Eat when you're hungry, not when you're bored. Eliminate foods like white flour, white sugar, fried foods, processed foods, fast foods, high carbohydrate junk foods, alcohol, nicotine, and caffeine. And since there are gaps in anybody's diet, supplementation is not a bad idea either. And if you were to only take 3 supplements, I would suggest a raw whole foods multivitamin, a raw probiotic, and a concentrated omega-3. The fifth principle is stop being the victim. Learn to live again with illness. Stop viewing yourself as someone with limitations and disabilities, and stop catastrophizing. The sixth principle is create a wellness plan. We have reached an era in medicine where the psychology and physical elements of the body are considered one. They are combined, related, and linked in every way imaginable. Wellness, then, is the result of a balance between physical, emotional, psychological, and the nutritional aspect of humans. The seventh principle is manage your health. You have to manage your condition. Stop depending on clinicians to do it for you. The earlier you find clinicians, the better off you will be. Understand your situation. Learn to partner with your doctors. The eighth principle is educate yourself. Education really is key. It's the fundamental ingredient to living a better life. The more you know, the better you will feel. I am certain that through education I've gained a more complete understanding of my condition, which translates into me living better. The lack of knowledge leads to an increase of stress. Get your arms around your condition. Know your disease, and you will know what's best for you. You will know what you need to do, and you'll know what your clinicians need to do. The ninth principle is become an advocate. Nothing I have done since I have become chronically ill has been more rewarding, humbling, and attitude adjusting than advocating for fibromyalgia. I have done so in many ways, like writing articles for my blog, sending hopeful messages to those on Facebook, participating in volunteering like support groups, seminars, and coaching others with fibromyalgia. These actions have enriched my life far beyond the reaches of Western medicine. Advocating speaks volumes for your wellness. Get involved, help others like you, and experience the benefits of advocacy. At some point, you make the move from helpless victim to advocate in charge of your future. You are in charge of setting the tone for others around you to follow, like your family members and friends. As you learn to live with sickness, you slowly realize change. The 10th principle is find hobbies to do. Journaling or writing to any degree, participating in social activities, take advantage of support group structures. Hobbies take your mind off the pain. Do what you love or find new hobbies that you can do. Having pleasurable activities in your life will add to your quality of life and increase your enrichment. So beyond these 10 principles, may I also suggest the following. Wake up every day and challenge yourself to attain everything you want. Only take steps in positive directions and learn to live your life as if nothing was wrong. Don't let your illness paralyze you. Find hope. Finding hope is your responsibility. No one can do it for you. Fill your toolbox with the right kind of coping strategies so that you will be equipped to face the challenges when they do present. Control your environment. This helps to not fuel the fire. Slow down. Listen to relaxing music. Meditate. Talk to a therapist. I have found that living my life with constant uncertainty of pain and illness has given me the courage to make my life far more interesting and meaningful. I didn't practice these things, they became a part of my life after I accepted my illness and after I adjusted my attitude accordingly. When you embrace these simple principles, you learn to let go of anger and frustration, and you allow a greater capacity for happiness. Don't look backwards. Don't live in the past. Find something to hope for, because without hope, you can lose the will to live. A hopeful patient remains positive, determined, better able to cope, and more likely to have significant relationships. Those things translate into a better quality of life. Thanks for listening.